New week, new arena, and of course, new arena guide. This time it's another Earth arena to celebrate the release of the Me Avoiding, Valentine's Darkness, and Valentine's Leah. I'm Katsuma Gaming, let's get into this banner guide. So first things first, as usual, let's talk quickly about the arena, what's important here. We fight versus the Lightning Wyvern, so he will of course deal lightning damage. That also means you just want to use Earth units. And he reduces the magic damage he's taking. So with that, you should run physical teams. And again, luckily, we just got 2 physical units that are greatly used there in the form of Valentine's Darkness and Valentine's Leah. But of course, you can still, to some degree, use magical units. I heard, for example, people saying that if you use Vanir to slow the boss down the moment the final wave enters, you can't get to like 28 seconds left before he casts his magic buff. With that, you can still use magical units somewhat in that period, but generally speaking, it's probably easier to just go with physical teams. Since I don't have the new units, I needed to came up with a different idea, and that is my current team. I use Valentine's Erika. I use Halloween Megumin with her ulti 2 for the restrat. We use Anniversary Aqua as our healer and CDR provider. And last but not least, we are using Swimsuit Chrissy, with Vanir being there as the party trade provider. If you have the newest units, of course, you just run a team that contains Valentine's Darkness. You use Valentine's Leah, and the last unit is probably just Forbidden Wiz. Again, her personal damage gets reduced, yes, but you still have double hit on Leah, you have a triple hit on Darkness. If you time it with a double hit from Wiz in her ulti, that's just so much bonus damage from her Forbidden ulti that it's worth running her. Simple as that. So that's probably the best you can do. If you only have Darkness, she can still be used greatly as a solo DPS. She can self-buff. You can then, for example, use another unit that can self-buff and just go with that. If you have Leah for the restrat, you can, for example, replace the Megumin here for Leah. That should also just work fine, and then use Leah's ulti 2 probably for CDR. So there are a lot of team comps you can actually do with them, but since I don't have them, I need to come up with this team. In that team, if you don't have Megumin, you potentially just use Onsen Melissa here. If you don't have the Erika, you can just move the Chris to the front and use Chris's buffing ultimate to work around that. You can also use, for example, Ani Darkness back then, the Earth Darkness for speed boost, as a speed boost provider for a team. There are options, I just don't have them. There's also, of course, Halloween Lisa, which works great here as a buffer speed boost unit. There's actually a team with like the neutral Kazuma, Darkness, and this Lisa that works really great because, you know, neutral ulti from Lisa, neutral ulti from Darkness, plus the ulti damage, neutral damage boost from Kazuma. Kazuma having the ulti 1 version 2 to give more gauge to your team, so to ult more, provide more damage, abuse the tier 2 neutral damage buff. Stuff like that can work. You can actually be really creative with this arena if you have the pool. I don't have it, so that's what I came up with. Quick overview about the team. We have Erika with just pure damage, damage weapon. I don't have an earth damage boosting earring. Oh wait, I have, never mind. There we go, upgrades. That's a good upgrade. We use her ulti 1 to use her as our buffer. You can in theory use her ulti 2, but then again, we don't have any earth ultis in that team, so I don't think it's really worth it. We use then Megumin full gauge up with her earth weapon and her ulti 2. We actually use the silver wave trade here and hope that we can get the ulti off and the stuff before, you know, before the buff runs out. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter. Her ulti doesn't do that much damage. Aqua, of course, uses her Aqua trade. Fast Aqua as a sub and just another attack boosting Aqua to do as much damage as possible. And last but not least, Chris here uses 1 gauge up sub in the case of Leah. And actually, now that I swap stuff around, I used Fast Chris here before, that's why OG Chris was equipped, but now that we don't need to do that, we can use Fast Chris here as our sub. Potentially also using an Earth Dagger here would increase the damage, but I was too lazy, I'm being honest here, so that's that. And I think that's pretty much everything I need to say here. Assist is of course air. Good I talk about it. I just did a lot of Finquest grinds to grind Chris, so that's why stuff is wrong. We use Sena here to extend the debuff from Megumin and also the debuff from Aqua. That's a pretty good duo deal. Sub assist is of course the Earthling Scroll to deal more damage the more HP we have. We have a healer, so with that it's fine. And T-Passive Trade, of course, we use Vanir for that, so it's the Earth damage boost. With that, let's just jump right into this and see if we get a little bit lucky here or not. We kind of want some hits on Megumin so she can ulti faster, but in the end it doesn't really matter too much, so let's see. That's one hit, nice. Okay. Seems a little bit overkill to use double hit here, but that just guarantees her to get one kill, which is good. Nice, another hit. Thankfully, the boss actually attacks pretty frequently and fast. Let's just use a basic here. Wait for the next AoE. And there we go, Megumin ulti off. Instantly use the Aqua ulti so we can then use Sena here to extend both buffs. Chris comes in, use the physical attack buff. Get an Aqua proc if we're lucky, nice. We'll take those, we'll take those. And from that point onward, it's just we have self-speed on Erika and Chris to do the damage. Aqua just uses her skills whenever she can. I think actually going with the second skill from Erika here would have been better. But whatever. Small misplay there, yeah, that's the higher damaging skill. The boss is actually weak to binding, so I think we can potentially bind the boss here to, you know, reduce the damage a little bit we take here. So that's something. But again, it doesn't really matter too much, since we just use the ultis to do as much damage as possible, to be honest. Extend the debuffs here. We now need to use a rotation of just basics. And we just kind of wait for... Like that, nice. Again, it doesn't matter if you resist or not, it's just like make survivability a little bit better. Reapply the physical attack buff, nice-oo, nice-oo. Reapply the healing here, get another Aqua proc, nice-oo. Here I'm just waiting for Aqua to be ready, since she has the CDR skill ready. And just like that, 10 mil. I know people do a lot more here in this arena. People do a lot more in this arena with the most obvious team. But to be honest, for not having any of the new meta units, I still think this is pretty great. You can probably improve a lot of here in this run with, again, using the earth damaging boost skill first on Erika. There was a period here where Erika didn't have the self speed boost because the time stuff wrong. Maybe actually let Aqua's gauge overflow more so we can focus on using her skills instead of basics, because basics don't really matter here. Like, just small improvements that I haven't done yet but potentially do over time, or you can yourself do if you want to dig a little bit deeper into this team. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole team. Slow wave clear to get Megumi to ulti the boss as fast as possible. Use Aqua into Erika to buff the incoming Chris and have the debuffs and buffs ready. And from that point onward, just roll and use as many skills as possible, because that's the way we do damage. I hope this helps you out. If it did, like, subscribe, follow for more content. Good luck with your arena runs. See you all in the next one. Bye. Okay, now the run with the proper Earth Dagger for Chris. Let's see how much difference it makes.
このすば闇のパーティーついてこれるかしら。とくと味わうがいい。かわいいチョコにメロメロでしょ。とことん浄化してあげるわ。メロメロになっちゃって。何よ、食らいなさい。かわいいチョコにメロメロでしょ。とことん浄化してあげるわ。
Oh, that might not be enough, barely, right? Oh, that's...
深淵より来たれ。撃っていいですか。レールガン。
It's kind of tragic, not gonna lie.
あと頼みましたよ。
That's tragic.
さあ、これが女神の実力よ。
今生き遅れと言いましたか。
コール& レ
I think that's just a rip run at that point.
かわいく攻撃。これでも結構強いんだから。いつでも大丈夫だよ。ファイヤートルネード。メロメロになっちゃって。エリカちゃんに注目。これでも結構強いんだから。世界一可愛いのはエリカちゃんでした。食らいなさい。準備できたわ。食らいなさい。これでも結構強いんだから。
今生き遅れと言いましたか。
ついてこれるかしら。セイクリッドクリエイトオーダー。準備万端。いつでも大丈夫だよ。時には危ない橋も渡らないか。
Okay, let's see, is Aqua's ulti ready? Gauge up? Nope.
かわいいって罪よね。コール&レスポンス。さあ勝負。さあ勝負。準備できたわ。セイクリッドクリエイトオーダー。攻撃しててもやられっぱなしじゃダメだよね。ファイヤートルネード。おりゃー。さあ勝負。可愛く攻撃。可愛さが溢れちゃう。 れで終わりよ。
What? Small upgrade? Small upgrade? That was a lot more than I expected, not gonna lie. That was a lot more than I expected with that team. Holy F. That's what I mean. That's what I mean with the just played better and you can increase that squad pretty well.
だから一緒に行きましょう。いつもありがとう。もしやだって言うなら無理やり連れ